Hi, superstars. It is time for math. We are on lesson 1-7. Identify the number 0. We will use 0 to tell when there are no objects. 0 is a number that tells how many objects there are when there are none. You've already used numbers 1 to 5 to tell how many. All right, let's look at this picture here. Alex has a vegetable garden. So we are going to see how many potatoes he has in his basket. We're going to use counters on the basket to show how many. So if we show this many counters, how many potatoes are there in his basket? We count the number of counters. 1, 2, 3. And then we fill in these rectangles to show how many potatoes are in the basket. And there are 3. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to see how many potatoes are in his basket again. He is showing no potatoes. There are no counters on his basket. Why did he leave the basket empty? Why didn't he color any boxes? Remember, 1 counter for each potato. No counters means what? There are no potatoes. So if there are no counters here, we leave these boxes blank to show 0. All right, so that is how we show 0. No colored boxes, showing us no potatoes here. All right, let's go to this next page. What number can you say to tell that there are none? 0. That is correct. Let's look at this first picture over here with Alex. How many balloons is Alex holding? How many balloons do you see? 2. So how did you know there were 2? Well, we can place a counter on each one, and we can count each one also. 1, 2. So there are 2 balloons. All right, now let's look at the next picture of Alex here. How many balloons does he have now? He has 1 balloon. So what number tells how many balloons there are? 1. And how did you know that? Because you can count it. 1. Let's look at this third picture. How many balloons does Alex have now? He has no balloons. What number tells how many balloons there are? 0. And how do you know? There are no balloons to count. So if we look over here, how can you show that Alex has no balloons with these boxes? We don't color any of the boxes. And how will this show the number of balloons? Well, there are no balloons, so there are no colored boxes. There were 0 balloons. Let's look here at our guided practice, and let's look at number 1. So what there are apples on a plate here. We are going to color a box as we count each apple to show how many apples there are. So let's count the apples on this plate right here. 1, 2, 3. How many apples did we count? 3. So if we counted 3 apples, we are going to fill in the same number of boxes. 1, 2, and 3. That is telling us how many apples are on the plate. Let's go to number 2. Let's look at the plate. Let's count the apples on the plate to show how many. There are no apples on the plate, so what do we do here? Do we color in any boxes? No. There are 0 apples, and we color 0 boxes. Let's go to problem number 3. Let's count the number of bananas on this plate and then color in the number on the boxes here. So we have 1, 2. 2 bananas. So that means we color in how many boxes? 2. 1 and 2. That shows us how many bananas are on the plate. Let's go to number 4. Count the strawberries. Make sure you're putting a line through each one to know you counted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strawberries. So how many boxes are we going to color in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to number 5. Do you see any fruit on this plate? No fruit on the plate. So what do we do here? Do we fill in any boxes? No, there is 0 fruit. So we color in 0 boxes. Number 6. Let's count the fruit on this plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces of fruit. So we color in how many boxes to show 4 pieces of fruit? We color in 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that shows us 4 pieces of fruit. Number 7. Let's count the bananas. 1, 2, 3. So how many boxes are we going to color in? That is correct. 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. And that shows us how many bananas are on that plate. All right, let's go to number 8. Last one. Do you see any fruit? Me neither. No fruit on the plate. So what do we do over here? Do we color in any boxes? No, there are 0 pieces of fruit. So we do not color in any boxes. Let's go to our next page. This page is independent practice. That means you're going to answer these questions on your own to see if you understand what we were talking about. What you're going to do, you're going to color in the boxes over here as you count the flowers in this vase. So I want you to count the flowers in this vase and then color in the number of flowers you see. And that's going to show how many. You can look at each vase and see how many flowers are in here. Make sure to put a line through each flower and color the correct number of boxes. Remember, if you don't see any flowers, are you going to color in any boxes? No, you're not because you're showing 0. All right, superstars. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.